Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. This is a real DIY grandad here, and today I'm going to do a review. Well, I'm actually going to show you how I get my power banks, what I use my power banks for and what uses they are for. And to do it the cheapest way, so you don't have to do any self-made cases or anything like that. You can actually buy them cheaply. And what I have in front of me, I've these are the four different types of power banks that I am using at present. And the total cost to each one of them, I think total cost of this one runs out around £7. Going to the most expensive, which is this one, and that works out around about £9. This works out about £11. So £11 is the highest I'd pay. I will show you how you can do it cheaply, much more cheaply. When I'll just give you an example. Now this one here, I use this. It's got two USBs, one at 1 amp, 5 volt 1 amp out, and one at 2 amp. So that's 5 volt 2 amp, 2 amp out. Sorry. It has the two mini USBs in there. You can actually, charge things up. Also, it has two nice little lights. It's that one there. I just have to get that sorted out. Right, well, it's sorted out now. And these lights here has a nice panel on the front, which gives you the percentage there. It lights up blue. Also, it tells you out how much you've got out. So if you've drawn any power off it, it will show you. It'll tell you how many watts and amps you're actually drawing on it. Now this is ideal because it's got lights. Ideal for campers. For people that travels a lot, that use a lot. This will charge. Well, put it this way: if you've got an iPhone, it will charge that roughly about 12 times on one charge. And there it is there. That's the model. Its capacity. Now that's what I'm saying. It's a maximum 20,000 milliamp hours at 3.7 volts. Input is 5 volt 2 amps. That's to charge it up, and the output is 5 volt 1 to 2 amps, depending on what you use, with a maximum 8 amps usage. And they're great for charging mobile phones up, small lights. It's got the small lights on it anyway. And you can always just see how much power you got in it just by pressing that button there. And it shows you on there. Now, the reason for this is because if you take a look at it's 20,000 milliamp hours. It says capacity 3.7 volts, but it's actually 5 volt. It gives out 5 volt 1 amp and 5 volt 2 amps there on them. So yeah, that's this one here. I generally use it if, like an Oculus. I have an Oculus. I will be doing a review on that. I can spend 1.5 days on my Oculus using this, literally solid, without stopping. I haven't done that, but it is possible to do that. Brilliant. Ideal. This is what I don't understand. But not only that, I bought this because I've made a, which I will show at a later stage, a heated coat for my assistant, the wife that is, for when she pops down to shops and stuff like that. I mean, she doesn't need it, but this can actually run the heat pads in her coat for like 26 hours. 26 hours of heat pad in her coat. So when she's walking down the road, it's as though she's walking around with she's just heated up, lovely, to a maximum degrees of 35 degrees centigrade. So she can get really sweaty hot inside her coat or just cool herself down nicely. Keeps her lovely warm, and she doesn't shiver anymore because we've got the winters coming in, so I thought I'll make coat up. And this is what she powers them on. I put 2 large pads in her coat so that it is absolutely stunningly hot in there. I'm experimenting with it now and looking for the best ways around. This is one of the best chargers to use. And you know, these you can't. I'll show you how you have to put them together yourself. But like I say, this actual case cost about, I think it was about £1.11 for the actual case. You also get the inner workings with them. You just have to, you know, supply the batteries, which is 18650 batteries. Always use 18650 batteries. Brilliant. They're not dangerous. People think they are, but they, like I say, if you look on my power banks what I've made, on the ones where I've just spot welded them out, you'll see that they've got loads of built-in safety features. Now this one's a beaut. This one, again, it's only, every one of these cases cost £1, except this one was under £1. This one was, yeah, this worked out about 90p each. And this again, a little over £1. 5p over, is it, or something like that. This one just has the lights there to let you know it's got 4 bars on there, which means it's fully charged. And this has a switch over here on the side. I don't know if you can see that there. I'm just trying to show you there. Let's see if it focus. Oh, there you are. And it says 12 volt on the left. It'll do 0 to 369 12 volt. Even if you put, when you put that switch there on 0, this switch here, you put it on 0 on the top there, it just comes out at 5 volt. You notice there's that Apple one. That's for your iPhone. And then you've got your Android phone. It just says WhatsApp, but it's the different voltage. One's at amps. One's at 1 amp, one's at 2 amp. Again, this one, it has 2 lights, the same as the other one. Just turn them on. Well, there's one light. Oh no, sorry, that isn't actually a light. It's got 1 light. And again, you know, great for campers. But I'll show you what this is. This is 12 volts. I'll just make sure I flick it. It's on 12 volts. And I use one of these. This is a LED, they call them magic lights there. Look, you can see it's an E27, 25,000 hour burn, 12 volts at 85 to 225 volts. Depending on the model you get. This is the DC 12 volts, the MR16, right? And I've actually tested it with one of these LED lights. Look, there's its rating there, look, which is here, here's there. And that's the rating of it. And you get the control with it. Here's the control there. And it's a magic lighting remote control. You can have different colours flashing. You can have them flashing. I'll just turn it around there. There, look, you can dim them, you can flash them, you can have static colour. Again, great for campers. And here's what I've done. This is my, I string it together just temporary, so I'm doing it. There's one of the bulbs inside. You're going to see just how bright they are in a minute. And what I do is I just use one of these. On these, it doesn't matter, the terminal is live and earth, it doesn't matter which way. I just plug it into there. I have my connectors. I use these type of connectors. Everyone should do it, but again, it's just for campers. And then I plug it into this. I'll leave this on for the duration, but plug it in there, and just turn my power bank on, turn it on there, and get the light. As you can see, I'm all plugged in. I'll show you both ends of the wires, and we turn it on. Look how bright that is. That is like super bright. That's just one of them bulbs. You get they've got all the internal for, you know, you don't have to have a separate unit. This is it. It just goes to your battery. Then if you want red, I can turn it to red, green, blue. I can have yellow. I will have a tint of orange there. Under that colour there. Some lovely nice colours. And then you can have it like that. You can have it fade. You can have it, what's that one down there? I don't know what that is, I'm just going to press it there. That's a one. That's a fade one. I was thinking of fade. Fade's different colours. Flash. And then you can just have it white if you want. Or just red. And then what you can do, you can actually turn the brightness down. I'll turn the brightness up. So I'll just have it on white, me, basically. So I'll just turn it away from the camera. But if you take a look at the power I'm getting out of that, that is some lumens, that, you know. Look how it lights everything up. Literally. And I get 8 of them for 20 quid. And I'm leaving them plugged in this, you know, as you can see. I've got four bars on there. I don't know whether to just leave it like that at the moment. I'll do it. But this is it. Like I said, it got 3, 6, 9, and 12 volts. You can use it for. On the back of it, there we are. Look, we have a capacity. It says again, and it's got a 76 watt hour maximum. 12 volt, 600 milliamps, 6 volt, 3.6 volt, 2.5 amp at 5 volt and 2.1 amp. Output USB at 5 volt, 2000 milliamp. And input 5 volt at 1 amp to 2.1 amps. So, you know, this is a power bank. And like I said, this one's £1. About £1.5, something like that. That's all I paid for it. It doesn't cost much more. I buy them in bulk. I've got 5 of these, and they cost me, like I say, it was about £5.20, something like that, for 5 of them. They came all the way from China. But I have well and truly tested this, as you can see there. Look, still got the 4 lights. I'll show you at the end and show you just how much it's used, which it'll still have them 4 lights on. I'm not sure if this is fully charged, but like I say, it might use one of these bars up. I don't know. I doubt it though, because I think it looks fully charged. So that light can stay on permanent, like the other things up. But I've showed you the inside there, and then, you know, again, for campers, if you want 12 volts, you can actually charge my laptop. I can charge a laptop up on that probably about easily 3-4 times, no problem. I can charge my mobile phone up easily 20 times on that. But I can also run 12 volt stuff. You know, I can charge cameras up, everything. Ideal if you're camping, travelling. Brilliant things to carry about with. The heat coat I was telling you about, it'll actually run the heat coat for about 2 or 3 days. Because I put, like, you know, like it's literally got the amp power in there to do it now. So yes, that's the next use. So that one there I'm using for my 12 volts, which I'm actually using this on my. You've seen my. I showed a review on my camera boom what I built, and it has some real powerful lights on there. And I'm going to put another 2 on there. I ran that for I think it was about 4.5 days on this. Brilliant. You can't go better than that. You can imagine it. So if you look at the one with where I've done the camera boom, where I made the lights, made and test the lights for the camera boom, you'll see just how much power it's got. And you campers out there, and it's about the same. It's got the same design name as this. There, look. Now this is my small one. This literally runs my Oculus. You see, with an Oculus, I've got an Oculus Go. And it takes it works for about 1.5 hours. With, you know, if you I travel all over the world on it. I'm going all over the world looking at everything in 3D and stuff like that in virtual reality. And I like to travel in my Oculus. It's great fun. You can go on trains and everything and go different cities in the world, even with the safari and the wildlife and you know dinosaurs. So this keeps my Oculus working for around 6 to 7 hours. I can charge my mobile phone up about 4 to 5 times on it, easy, no problem. I've never tried it with this actually. It's well used, you can see there. It's the same design it has. It's only got 3 lights on it now because I use this quite often. Same thing, 1 or 2 amp output, and you can switch it over to 1 or 2 amp on there. So yeah, that's the smaller one, and that's the cheapest one. About £7 to make that up. And you know, with you know these different power banks, battery banks, you know, life could be absolutely brilliant. All of these here take approximately 2 to 3 hours to charge. This one here is only like 2 hours maximum charge on that. Same with this one. This one I think takes roughly about 3 hours I think on this. But you could just use, like I say, solar panels. You charge them up. Except this one here, look, with this one is input 5 volts, so you charge it with 5 volt. Yeah, they're all 5 volt actually. You just use a 5 volt input charge, so you can just use solar panels on them. Charge them up with a solar panel. I'll get one of those little land generators and crank the power into them. It doesn't take long to do that. So anyway, I'll just move this out the road. I'm keeping the light on for the duration. I'll just flick that there so you can see it's still all on full light. I'll show you that at the end. But that's you know, on them three there. Like I said, this one is I just use for my Oculus. You can use it for recharging your phones. You can use it for lights. It would power one of these lights. No, it wouldn't. It's just not powerful enough. It's only that is only giving a maximum 5 amp, 5 volt. What 2 amps? Now this one here, I've not actually made it yet, but this is how I get them. So I get a batch of them like this. This one here. This is I'm trying this one out. You get them with all the lenses and all that in the cases, and then you get them like that. Now what comes with them is the boards. These BMS boards are here, complete with all the fittings on. You've even got your switches there on the side, and where your switches can go, you fit into there. This board I've fitted it in already. And then you get your springs. You can buy your springs, and you know, like your springs for your battery, and put them in there and clip them in, or just do, you know, solder a bunch of 18650 batteries together, bit of glue in there, and just drop them in, and then stick the lid on. But sometimes you have to glue them up because of these things on there, because you don't want to be taking them on and off all the time. So, because you know I showed the batteries on the power banks where the battery banks I've been spot welding lately, and them batteries have got like 4 or 5 different safety features on them, and also the company reckon that you get 10 years out of them at normal charging. So I'm going to test it out to find out, but I'm using the top of the you know, the batteries, and the 18650 batteries at 3.7 volts actually work out. The way when I've been buying, because you buy them in bulk of say 24 batteries, and I get them for it works out about 90 pence a battery. So you can imagine this one here will take. Let's have a look. It'll take 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 batteries. So I'll get 8 18650 batteries in there. Is it 6? Will I get 6? Is it 6? 1, 2. No, it's 8 in there. And also this one, it doesn't have, you can put any power rating you want on that up to 12 volts, and that it tells you on there. I've got the sheet on it, but that's what you get. And if all you do is you buy the batteries, so you pay £1, a little over £1. Check up the currency rating yourself, but I'm talking in English pounds, and this costs a little over £1. It's a delivery, everything, and if you buy them in bulk, you buy them about 5 at a time. So if you get them in 5s, you're only paying £5 odd, you know, £5 odd, and then your batteries, like I said, they cost about 90 pence each. So if I put 8 batteries in there, you know, that's £7. What is it? £7.10, isn't it? £7.20. So this would cost me like £7.20 plus what I've paid for the case and everything. And it's a nice fancy case, you know. This one actually has the thing we would call it, effects, and the casing on them. It's all thingy, and the LCD panels come with it and all that. All you have to do is get the batteries in them, and like I say, this here, people, you know, like. You'll go on eBay. I use eBay, but you can go on Amazon. You'll find you won't get these battery banks this type, like 12 volts there, 369 12 volts with the amount of watt hours and amperage you can get out of them. You won't get it for less than about 40, 50 quid. You know, I don't know what that name is because the same company makes them too, but these are and. I haven't got a name on that. It just says LCD Power Station, Model 8, and it's all past and all that. And when you look at the cost, it's cheaper just to do it yourself. Now all the springs and the electric clips and that cables you can actually buy yourself, and then you can solder them if you want, or on the back of this board. Hang on, I think I'll try and get it out with them. You just clip these in place and take that out a minute. Oh, it's this end that has to come up. Push it back there. Lift it up. you're not meant to be pulling these in all the time. I'm just trying to get it out there. But as I say, that board there, it comes with it. You just push them in. Get out. Get out without breaking. Because if it breaks, I'll have to glue it. Oh, nearly knocked my camera over. Right. As you can see, these boards come out. I have to take the board out anyway because I've got to put the cabling in when I get the batteries. It's just that I think it was my granddaughter, or Lily May. There we are. And you know, that's all it is. Basically, there's the on-off switch which goes into the side, and then you'd have your charging port there and your 2 USB sticking out there. And then it tells you the lights there. They're the LEDs. You know, you got your LEDs there that powers up to show you your LEDs that will come on this screen here. This screen is actually, it has large numbers to actually tell you how many amps and how many volts and how many watts you're using and what your power outage is. If you can see there, I haven't connected up, but you can see there where it says power and then 25, 50, 7500. That's how much power it's got in and stuff like that. And like I say, you just connect your cables up onto it, onto these, and it's away. You just put it all back together with your battery bank inside, and that's all you do. You just connect your positive to there, if I can show you there. Now you soldered it in there, and then just solder it there. If anyone doesn't know how to solder, just watch my channel. I will put another solder, how to solder them on, and you just solder it in there on the positive. And that's it. So you got your positive from your battery and your negative from your battery going up, and you put solder into this, and then this just clips into here. Just clips into there. Again, imagine you've got the batteries in there. If you just tin them together like I do, you know, like I used to solder them and just put them in on a bit of glue that else. I mean, I don't bother buying anything like that because it's better that way. And then just put the lid on. This lid just goes on here. I use hot glue because all it's doing is just take a small screwdriver and break the hot glue free. So, like I said, there's different uses you can use for these. This one here, it takes 8 batteries. I can put it on there. I've got the USB things there, and I can put it so that this will power the same as this one. It's actually similar to this one. This one literally has 8 USBs in it. 8 batteries in it, sorry. As you can see there, it's saying 94%. Nothing going out at the moment, and it's got 94%. When you plug stuff into it, into this, I've got nothing nearby to actually show you it working. But it goes great. Ideal for taking on camping if you want to charge. You know, it is a big battery bank, but if you look at the size of it to my hand and the weight of it, it's absolutely, you know, people don't understand these 18650 batteries are light when you string them all together, and you get enormous power out of them. You get some good wattage and good ampage, which, you know, most campers, I see, I watch it on YouTube, and I watch all these campers, you know, Joe Robinette, you know, I hope you're watching, son. Get yourself a couple of these. You can, you know, get one to power your lights, one to charge your. You'd only need this one. This would literally charge your mobile phone up, your cameras, all like that. You'll charge it up quite a few times. Put it this way, if you cannot use just this one for a week on charging your phone and your cameras up for a full week, you've got a bad one. This one here, like I say, you can run these lights here. Look at that. Absolute power. You know, that's absolute power. All the typical 12 volt stuff that you can plug into a car. Into the car cigar point, you know, the 12 volt connector point. All the stuff that you can plug into stuff like that, you actually plug into this. And like I say, if you can make your own plugs up, depending, you know, as long as you've got a jack plug there. It's I think it's a 2.1 mil jack plug. I think that's what these are. And I'll just make them up like this. No, sometimes I'll solder them. I'll take the screws out and then just solder through to solder the cables in there. But they're great. These are jack plugs again. I only pay something like I think I've just bought another 25 pairs. So that's 50 of these plugs. I've got the female, 25 female, 25 mil, and it's about £5. So yeah, and like I said, I've used another male and a female on there, on the end of that. But as you can see, look, I'm on this video. I don't know how long it's been going. About half an hour, is it? And well, that's a little bit dull. But like I said, this has been, it was ages ago when I charged this up, about a week ago, a week since I charged this up, but it's still got the 4 bars on. This is drawn, that's a 12 volt light. I'll show you in the box again. It's a 12 volt, a DC 12 volt. I'll light it up. I'll light it up this way for you. I've got there, it's the MR16 DC 12 volt. Now, can you imagine having a tent? I mean, you're not going to use these 24/7 in a tent or in a cabin, or well, you might do, I don't know. There's absolutely a little bit of warmth. Actually, it's not warm, to be honest, it's cold. A little bit of warmth, but you know, with this setup, you know, you can see where I'm coming from. Now, I've seen some of them, the power banks people are showing off, but they're only showing something like this off. This is a small one I used to my Oculus. If I was to do something serious, I think I took the polythene off that. Yeah, they all come with polythene over there, over all the covers to protect them. But these are just the small ones. You've seen the big ones I'm building. So what my quest is, I'm looking to make the smallest power bank. I'm checking out all the power banks for the cheapest, the battery banks, to find out the cheapest way to do them, cheapest way to get them, and to get the most power out of them. And if you keep watching, I'll show you some more of these as I go along. I'm not just into batteries, you know. I don't. Some people commenting, you know, I really do know my batteries. I've learned about batteries and everything about them, and about the new batteries that's coming out for the future and stuff like that. But for the present, if you're a camper, if you go camping, if you're an outdoor person, if you're into bushcraft and all that, why go around run about a forest like a caveman? You know, you don't have to. Take your modern comforts with you, and you'll find these are absolutely brilliant. And not only that, take 2 of these power packs or 2 of these ones. You also have emergency backup. If you had 2 of them with you, one could actually produce a lot of heat. There's other things I can show you what you can use for heat. They're very light, easy to carry, and you can warm your sleeping bag up and everything with them using one of these or one of these. So like I say, I've just showed you this one for the power bank on there, but as you know, 5 volts, it's not going to really show anything because none of these are, this one's got 3 bars on it, won't even drop a bar to charge your mobile phone up, and I'd be on far too long. I mean, I've been on far too long just to show you 4 of these battery banks. Anyway, I hope this is helping you. All of this stuff is bought from eBay. I'm not promoting eBay. I've looked all over the place. I tried to look for the cheapest, and eBay always seems to turn up for the cheapest. So I'm not promoting eBay. I don't get paid for this. But what I'm doing, recommending, go on eBay, just type in 18650 cases, and this is what you come up with. Search through them all, and then look to see, what look to see the power on the back of them. Like there's at 20,000 milliamp hours on that. That's the amount of milliamp hours that you've got to put into it. Like I've got some there. I'm using like 9,900. 18650 batteries got 9,900 milliamp hours. Well, if you add 8 of them up, what's that going to give you? So if it says that, that's the recommended what the board and display that they'll give you with the case. Because you can get them with the cases. You can get them with the displays, without the displays, everything, But most of them are with the displays, and it's about £1. So buy yourself a couple and make a couple up. A lot cheaper than paying for them made up. Got people making these up and then flogging them on eBay. This one here, I've seen it. It's the same output. What is in that and the same input? I think it's about £45. About £10, not even that. Yeah, it's not 8 batteries at 90 pence each, plus £1 odd. I think this case cost about £1.15. You know, you can't fall off. Not at that price anyway. But not only that, the amount of power that you can supply yourself. You can have all your modern stuff there. You can have your phones, you can have your game pads, you can have everything there. You know, run it on this lot. On that note, I've got a great big thank you to everybody that visits my channel. I will be bringing out, I'm thinking about it. It takes me a couple of weeks to get around things now. I'm just going a bit slower at the moment now because I'm just building my strength still up. I'm still on steroids and antibiotics at the moment. But I will be putting more videos out. And I will, you know, if anyone has any questions, please ask them. Everyone else does. Please ring that bell. Ring all my buttons, you know. There's lots of people on there press my buttons, something wrong. And I really do enjoy all the comments that you people say. I apologise if I don't get around it. I do read every comment. I do. I sit there and read. You know, I'll read for hours, mate. Actually doing things is a bit hard at the moment, but my assistant, the wife that is doing all the work. She's doing everything to answer people too. She's doing the comments for me, you know. She's doing comments and everything for me. And, you know, a big thank you to everyone that is coming along and supporting me. As you know, I lost my last channel. I was a bit disheartened. It didn't make me ill. I was already ill before that. But I'm glad to be back. And I hope, you know, everyone gets interest out of these videos. I do try to make it, you know, make a lot of diversity, different things. So I will be putting different things on, and I will be letting you know how it is. Again, if you have any questions, let me know. Please leave comments, subscribe, hit the bell. Thank you. Bye.